Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. What we're going to do today, we're going to cook some veal, rack of veal that is being Frenched. When you see the bone completely cleaned, that's what it means, it's Frenched. So that means that all the ligaments that are sticking to the bone have been removed. Then I'm going to make you a Sicilian Mostarda. Mostarda is this condiment that is usually used, uses dried fruits. Every region of Italy has its own mostarda. This one that we're going to touch and cook with is going to be the Sicilian approach. There is one from Lombardy, there is one from Campania, there is one from Tuscany, on and on and on. Why? Because every agriculture and region has its own fruit that they dry that they want to use. Usually used in the winter, and as we're coming into the winter month, we're going to start by doing the following. Turbinado raw sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear Feckerudis, you're going to use sugar, that is fine. We need some sweetness. You're all sweet anyway. But you use a little bit of raw sugar instead of refined sugar. So we're going to add that to the bottom of the pan, and we're going to create the caramelization process. We can just add this simply into the mix and not worry about it. But this is going to give you a beautiful component and a flavor. We're going to add, immediately the sugar has melted, we're going to add a cinnamon stick and a little bit of your dry fruits. We're going to add some Door County cherries. We're going to some Turkish apricots. And why do we call it Turkish? Is because of the way they do it over there. The aroma is incredible. We're going to add a little bit of shallots. Shallots are also going to be available and present in our sauce. Next, what we're going to add, garlic powder, completely different than fresh garlic, everybody, because it has been dehydrated, and through the dehydration process has its own flavor component. Now we're going to add white balsamic vinegar. You don't have white balsamic vinegar and you have some rice vinegar, is going to do exactly the same thing for you. We'll cook this a little bit more, and we're going to add your white wine. First, we're going to make sure that this comes to a boil. Why do we want to do that? We call this maceration. We want to take these dry fruits and absorb all those liquid and let them plump up. Oh, the smell in this studio is amazing. I wish all of you were here with me cooking. Ben is already fainted. He can't talk anymore. You know, he's done. So once we're doing this, let's talk about the veal for a moment, shall we? What this magic is happening. Veal. States and locations and surroundings such as Wisconsin are responsible for this magnificent meat if it's done correctly. If it's not done humanely, don't touch it. This is free graze. That means it has been what? Grazing with the mother in the field naturally and is grass-fed. Veal was created by the industry that we know as dairy industry. As the mother cow was giving birth, percentage of the animals were what? Male. They didn't know what to do with it. They started the veal industry, and that's why they call it milk-fed, because it was feeding on milk naturally, and it was growing up, and then you would enjoy it. They did many, many wrong things to this animal and to this meat. We don't do that. We let it graze, and by grazing, the iron level increases in the meat, and you have much more flavor and beautiful flavors that you're going to enjoy. When we come back, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to roast the veal. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the mostarda and why we did what we did, and we're going to use those juices to deglaze our beautiful pan. Now, there is